My name is Mike Galyean. I'm the Dean of the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources at Texas Tech University. My family had a small farm. Particularly my grandfather had poultry and broilers and dairy cattle in Arkansas when I was a kid. Well, like many people, I started out in pre-vet in that track and went to New Mexico State University for my undergraduate work. So I started out as pre-vet there and actually got admitted to vet school after 2 years and had enjoyed working in the department so much in a research lab setting that I decided I'd rather go to graduate school than I would to vet school. Most of the early work that I did was with forage-based diets and grazing animals. Actually, when I went to graduate school, I worked mostly with animals on concentrate or grain-based diets. And then when I went back on the first position I had, which was a faculty position in New Mexico State, that was forage-based, which New Mexico is. So it was grazing animals and applying some of the techniques that I had learned in graduate school to animals in extensive rangeland settings. You know, I think I've really been fortunate in life to have had lots of opportunities in different areas. So I think my work now is probably much more quantitative than it used to be. I do quite a bit of work with prediction of intake and working with data in various ways, and maybe a little bit more of a statistical or quantitative focus than I had early on. And early on, it was probably a little bit more laboratory oriented and animal measurement oriented than it is now. Now I do a lot of very applied work. As far as the animal work I do, it's largely working with feedlot cattle and dietary changes and predicting intake and things. I had some wonderful advisors at Oklahoma State University in my graduate work, particularly my joint major professors were Don Wagner, who was the former department head there, and Fred Owens. And over the years, probably Dr. Owens has been the person who had the greatest influence on me. I think one of the big challenges that we have, obviously, is funding. You know, now that I'm in an administrative position, that's a big challenge, not only for animal science, but for all agricultural departments, I think. You know, we just have to do a better job of putting people together and building teams that can go out and get the competitive funding that's out there. But I think the advice that I would give younger people is to be very open to opportunities. I think one of the great things about my career is lots of opportunities came along, and I was able to do that and not just necessarily go down one path, but to take, you know, have many different options and many different paths to take.